I'm here with my favorite podcast host from Academy of Refugees, Ron Placone. You spoke earlier today at the Medicare For All march. You've been out here marching with us all day. Do you think this new bill, AB 1400, has a chance of passing?
I certainly hope so. I sincerely hope that people get behind it. I think there's a lot of momentum. I think that, if one state's going to lead, I think California has a good shot. I think Washington has a good shot. And the fact that there's state efforts behind it, combined with stuff like this, is very encouraging. But, I think that at the end of the day, one state at a time is how we're going to get this thing. As you and I have talked about this, that's not the most ideal way. I would much prefer that it's federal immediately, but it's a means to an end. I'll freaking take it, because that's kind of how it worked in Canada. One province got it, which is the equivalent of about 5 states, and then the country followed suit. I have a feeling that's the way it's going to happen here, because of just how gridlocked things are at the federal level.
Yeah, no,
and we don't have time to wait.
We don't have time to wait, and they are totally gridlocked. Here's a situation where a plurality of voters support this. Not just Democrats, Republicans, plurality of voters do. And it's something that can't get out of either chamber of Congress because of the money that's flushed in from the healthcare insurance industry, from Big Pharma. The corporate interests in this country do not want to give up their fat cow.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like we're going to be fighting some of the most powerful interests in, the world, really. I mean, definitely in the country. So it's like we got to go up against that. So we need everything we got. But, here in California, there's a few little glimmers of optimism there that we might get a victory here, because it's like, big cable just went to the mat for broadband, and they lost. We freaking won that one. And a little while before that, big cable went to the mat to screw up our net neutrality bill, and they lost. We won that one. Healthcare is a much bigger mountain to climb, but we've climbed a couple hills. So now we're climbing the big one, and we got to beat them this time too. And let's go for it.
Let's go have a beer.
It's time. That's one thing is for sure.